45 minutes left in the trading session. Welcome back to the close. We have a busy afternoon to get through. Market, what a bounce we've had so far this afternoon, back in positive territory, and then some. Guys, what are we looking at to take us through to 4 o'clock?
The market is back to 4,200 on the ES. What an unbelievable rally that's been from the bottom. Of course, it was interesting to say the least. And I just found out in the chat, someone was like, a couple of guys are like, I bet you Neil's going to put a short on PIXI. I'm like, am I allowed to get into that game? Because it'd be easy pickings to say, okay, I can just stay away from it. But I have NBIS right now. I have that on the radar. They're reporting, Microvision is reporting after market. Wasn't very active. Actually didn't even look at it this morning. But Pixie, okay, Pixie's on the radar here. I'd like to see it test a little bit higher before I get involved, like that 365. I just have an NBIS position that we just rolled into here as it broke down at about 1860 or so. So I got it like a 49 short in front of 50s. Just looking to continue its sell-off on the potential, it's a short sell restricted down 12%. Just looking to continue that little sell-off that's happened. If it gets to the bottom, 2 bottom picks in a row last couple of days. Needs to get down below 18 or so for me to do the same thing there. Playing that momentum, Sean.
Yeah, guys, welcome to the fastest 45 minutes on YouTube. Thank you for rejoining us here. And my mood has drastically changed. We were able to almost got back to flat, and hopefully we can do that here for you guys on the show. I mean, thank God, hallelujah. So, Apple came through, we started cooking it up, and yeah, thanks to Tim Cook, I guess. Look at this, 132.50, we basically have that bottom. We were trying to pick it all day. I mean, you guys saw that. We got out on that first 133.50 break, and then now you're gonna come in and see me with this trade I have on right now, 132.68, guys. That's $1.70 now in the money. So Apple's still trying to go. We were very, very patient with this one. We got out at that level, 133. Then we took it out right here, 134. Sorry, that's 133.65, 134 there. And then right at VWAP, 134.23. So a nice win there. And then my good buddy Jim Cramer, this was well before they started doing this. They're doing stock draft on CNBC. Apparently, he did pick Ford, and I think he picked Ford right about here. Right when they started, it was 2 o'clock. Then that, jumped Ford a little bit. We only have a little bit left. I was going to see what it's going to do around 50, but you can see the Ford position as well. Finally, 11.16 long here to the upside. So a comeback with a couple nice winners. So we're really happy with the way this day has turned out. I'm noticing though, Neil, I want to talk about this name here, Uber. Get on an Uber today while it's on sale. Down 7%, 6 and a bit percent right now at its lows in the morning. I'm surprised you didn't even notice this.
Yeah.
Look at this drop. I'm going to shout out to Brendan here because the volume really started picking up at about 11:45. So I'm going to shout to him now to find out what was this all about. I didn't get a chance to look at it, but now that I see Uber, catching me by surprise, down that 7%, made some back, but looking at this 54.50 level, let's see what Brendan has to say. What's up, bud?
Just looking at a couple of different things here, actually, from this morning. There was so much, if you joined us for the morning show, that we didn't get to Uber and Lyft. So Uber and Lyft shares move lower after a Reuters report suggesting U.S. Labor Secretary says most gig workers should be classified as employees. That came out, actually, now that I'm looking at it, at 11:55, guys. So that was, looks like the primary catalyst there. Can we show that there, Lucas, and we can touch on it a bit? Tough to see, but there's a headline there. 11:55 this morning, guys.
Yeah, and obviously not going to affect people taking it, but it's going to affect your margins when that's going to be the case. I mean, I still like Uber because this is the kind of thing that's been, they've been dealing with it for quite some time, and let's be honest about it. And if you look at the charts here, just on that little bit of a daily, it gave you probably a golden buy-in and around that 54 opportunity. It's been holding around the top even with those tailwinds sort of lingering there, or I should say headwinds lingering on them this entire time. Might have missed an opportunity this morning. Hopefully we didn't just miss one now in NBIS. I'm learning from my mistakes. This is a quick little show here because always scalp some out when you get one of these breakdowns, right? Take that quick little 10 cents. If the entire range I think it can go to the bottom is about 60 or 70, if I get 10 and then I get like 20 to 30 and then see if I can't hold the last little bit for the home run, that's going to be the way to go here. Always a chance that NYSE runs and squeezes up going into those earnings, even though it's been under pressure all morning long, or all day long, I should say. Brendan?
Another one moving back to the downside here. Tesla, guys, coming under pressure. Got rejected there up at 685, still down 2% for Tesla. Apparently, Kathy Wood now, the primary flagship fund at ARK, now below 10% in Tesla at its high, 252,000 shares, or the equivalent of 2.4 billion notional, guys, but down to less than 10% of the fund now for Tesla.
Kathy pulls the rug, I guess.
Okay. What made her pull the rug on that? Like, what changed her? I thought her price target was like $3,000 or something like that. So a little couple moves down there. Yeah, whatever. This is what happens here. Okay, another pick there. Our boy Kevin O'Leary picked Palantir as one of his picks. So he picked Google and Palantir. You already know the love there. So, hey, Kevin, I see that you're watching the show. What's up, my friend? Continue the love for these names. We like Palantir here. A couple good pickups there. We did have to drop our last bit there when it did break through 23, but what a good little base there. It made around 23, and now we get to the high side here again. So what is this NASDAQ going to do into the close? Nobody knows, but I think that we could probably start going long right now on Palantir into this move. The NASDAQ now up 0.51. I mean, look at this battle back here. This is when we left you on the show, basically at lows. And then this is why, again, Apple's worked for us, Ford has worked for us. And then as we look at Palantir here on a 1 minute chart, I want to buy these. So I want to buy some 44s, 45s, use 35, 36 as the bottom. In case this market goes, we know Palantir has some legs to it. I mean, it may have run its course already, but I'm willing to give this to 35. So let's start getting long right now on PLTR and then see what happens. I also want to take, just to let you guys know, I'm also looking at this Pixie here to take out this top of 360. Huh? Well, you're short, right, I guess? Go ahead.
I just got short like 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, it has to take at the top.
No, I know, just kidding. So I guess that bet, whoever bet that I would take the position, I guess you win. I can't bet on myself, otherwise I would have just lost the bet. But either way, it's close to this top. I'm with you. You got to be willing to take breakouts, but if I see that move, I was never going to short it on this little tight consolidation here. I'm always going to wait for that, at least the high of the day. It's a risk to reward thing. Like if I can risk 10 pennies plus slippage and we can get even back into like the 30s, it's going to work for me. That's like a 20-cent type of move. I'll start taking some off when it goes like 10 in the money. You guys know what the drill is going to be around here, and I feel like that's probably cheating to have made that bet. You should have had to give somebody odds that I was going to eventually be in this one, unless it had fallen like an absolute rock. I guess maybe I wouldn't have gotten in. So NYSE and now Pixie to the south side. NYSE working a little bit better. Pixie top, hopefully.
I really don't like that Uber news there, but we're going to have to wait. So we just got out of Ford there. The reason why is I think it's going to break, and I like the short now. So believe it or not, if we can get below this level here, 40, is it 40 or 41 here on Ford? We've already had a top move here. So I think that this would make sense to start to go short. So we get out of our last trade, and that was a winner. So Ford, we're not positive on it by any stretch of the imagination today, but we were able to at least put a position on here about 12.30 and run that to the high side now and getting out right here. So that was a good little run there for Ford, and I just think it's over with now. We did not take that Palantir trade, so we're not in that, but we are going to wait to see Ford. I'm looking more negative now, so I'm not going to go long into Palantir if I am looking negative. So we're going to wait for this to break. I think Ford it was a nasty run this morning, guys. I don't have to talk about it anymore, but it's just all the way down. No stopping there, not even a green candle, maybe one right there. We took a little bit of profit there, then dumped it off, then took this. So I'm looking at Ford to give up the ghost here, short through 40. Let's see if that can work for us.
I'm going to hit this key, not because NYSE went down, because I have a similar looking chart on Ford, but you know what it's missing, Sean?
What's that?
It's missing the long from the bottom where you actually make any money back. So otherwise it's exactly the same chart. I punched out at the bottom when it broke 15. I never got back into it. It is what it is. I mean, that's going to sit there as a failure for the rest of the day as I sit home on the train. NYSE, though, at least we can count this little success. I'm learning that little bit of a lesson. Take these scalp trades. 35 minutes to go. So many times I'm sitting there and I've only taken like one leg out when you get a bit of a breakdown like this. So it gets down towards this 25. I'll take another leg out here, that 48 short. So already, this is not going to turn into a losing trade. I can kind of say to myself, I'm kaput if it breaks at 70. I can look for a re-entry point in front of 19 even, and that Pixie, not done yet. I mean, it's still actually, so it snaps back down here. Usually you get some rubber band action. Maybe you get back into that 350 area very quickly. And I'm thinking about averaging back in. It hasn't really done that yet. So that's a good sign that we can maybe get back into VWAP. I'll take some out in front of the 30s, hold the rest to see if I can't get like a 318 to 323 type of move there. I was just looking at, and I might have missed this as I was yapping away here. Plug was sort of reversing off of VWAP. Now, Plug was a mixed result here. I had this long on a dip, and it was fantastic, about like 29 halves or so. Got up to the top and then failed on a 30, to break and hold through 30. Of course, I started averaging in way too early. Get back in at like 30, and then get back in at 29.50, and then take the hit. So you throw that money away by not being patient. I should have reversed short, but I kind of wanted to play the long side today. I'm looking at make some higher lows at this point. I just made a move down. If it can hold this 28.50 area, that's going to be a bit of a go zone here, just to see if we can get a retracement. The only concern, market's starting to pull back off the highs. I mean, the ES just touched the top and is reversing, so the timing couldn't be worse. I might have to let Plug drop down into the 28.30 area to take that trade, unless we get a bounce in the market.
I don't want to hold this, yeah, and that's the thing. Like I just talked about the market possibly heading southbound here, and I got something in my eye. I don't want to hold Apple too much longer. So if we can break through this, we're getting near that level. I mean, we could have taken 50 cents more, which sucks because we're trying. But 133.90, we break that, we're going to flash out of AAPL. So we'll get out of that one. If it does break back down below 133.90, that's my target there. And Ford, we should be getting short Ford right now as well, guys. Brendan, what up?
Brendan? Not seeing any significant catalyst on this, but some of the NFT names showing a little bit of strength here as we head into the final 30 minutes almost. Wow. Dolphin Entertainment, DLPN up, 12.5%. Nice base here at 1250, 1240, 1250 on DLPN. Just popped up. You can see some volume coming back in on that one, guys.
Okay.
I mean, it is the NFL draft, so that'll be a lot of fun tonight. Hopefully San Francisco doesn't do anything too stupid. Not that I care. I hope they do, now that I think about it. But Dolphin sold off right away on that little spike. So my first inkling here is you're probably going to get a shot at maybe a breakdown. Like, it just feels like it's spiked up. And anyone triggered into this long here, you got some lower highs here, like 1320, 1315. Anyone that took that breakout is running to the exits going into the close if this doesn't start holding back up. So I think if it creeps back into that range, this like 15 to 20 area, that could be worth a little bit of a sell. So I'll be happy to see that. This Pixie, on the other hand, I mean, MVIS is now down about like 35 cents in the money. But Pixie, on the other hand, is coming right back up towards that top. Now, usually, what you want to avoid when you're shorting here is like, okay, yeah, we're going to short at 353 and get some out. I'm going to short at 355, 358, and next thing you know, you're just averaging into oblivion when it's about to top off. Too many times I get caught doing that. So I'm just going to sit in the shares that we still have. No averaging in for me unless it's maybe on the way down. Like if it goes up, holds at the exact top and then comes back in, maybe then I would get back in the mid 55. But let's actually get to the top here and look for that reversal to the long side, which we still like.
Yeah, I have some sad news here because unfortunately Ford is still SSR. Yeah, you can't get short. No, you can't get short. Now, okay, there you go.
Oh yeah,
now I'm
right.
short. So you have to wait on the offer to get that share. So that's why you're going to see me right now just into Ford now. We wanted to get 40s short, right? But unfortunately I had to wait, and now I'm paying 38s. For those 40s. So, damn it, missed it by 2 cents there. And that's really, I mean, it's on me. I'm the one sitting here trading. But we had to know that was SSR there. So I should have sort of, maybe if I liked it, guys, build the short a little bit here because you can't punch that down. You have to wait for this move. So, okay, well, we waited. Now we're short 38. We could take the bid 37, but we're waiting at least for these 34s. I think we can retrace probably back into the 30s. That should do it. I mean, if we can get that trade, then we will be positive on the day. So hopefully we can get a little bit lower here. We'll take a piece out at 34 if we can get it because, again, that's where VWAP is. Not that that's mattered too much today. Well, actually, it bounced right there off of it. So we'll wait to see here. If Ford can come down, this should be a 5-penny winner. But again, the SSR restricted us there. But Ford right now, short 38s. Let's go.
There is no better thing than the GFB, man. The gain from the bottom. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sean? Where like the most satisfying day is when you're able to battle it all the way back, and it doesn't matter if it is one tiny cent or $1,000. Who cares? If you get to the Greensville when you had like a rough morning, it shows discipline. It shows stick-to-itiveness.
Stick to it. I like that one. Stick-to-itiveness.
I don't have anything better. I know there's probably a better term. Please give me something better to say other than that. But it's about that discipline, getting back on the horse, perseverance, and getting back to stocks that make sense for you, right? So you find that forward low, which you knew you were going to be confident about. I'm going to do something which is a little different because I usually short Clover, but I kind of see this $10 level here. It flushed through one time, able to hold 990, and that when I get a false break like that down at a key price, and then we've held 10 a couple of times, I'm willing to throw my hat in the ring here, play the long off the bottom, and just on the off chance there's even a muted run to the upside, we can scalp this into those 30s and 40s. So I like the risk to reward. I'll go long in Clover here, and that Pixie taking the top. 65 is about to go. Brennan?
Okay, a little one. Biotech, or pharma company, I should say, Ocular Therapeutics, OCUL, another one that reported this morning. Huge move so far today. This thing's gone, we were 16.30 at the open, now 19.5 for this thing. 25%, big beat for OCUL, guys.
All right, you want to talk about Pixie? I mean, we just did it. So
how do I knock it to
you guys know where I'm long here, guys. Just breaks the top. So we're going to go temporary Superman action right now, as we did take out 40% already. They're at 70. So let's wait to see. We're only long 62 here. So we do have this Pixie long. I don't know if it's going to work, man. Normally when you take out the top there, I feel like it should have ran already. So, I'm not in love with it. But here we go. To 80, 16, 17 cent winner. Let's go, Pixie. Let's go.
Yeah, it's stacking it up there. I reversed on it, so whoever made that the push-up thing, I guess I owe 5 if we're able to even do that, because the short's not going to work. I tried to pick some more shares up here. It was consolidating. I don't know if you saw that battle that was there between like 65 and 70. I tried to pick some shares up while it was in that battle, thinking it was about to spike. I just got some 80s out, but obviously the short doesn't work, so we'll live with that one. I don't have an upside target. I don't know. I mean, I sort of look at $4 and say it's a round number. It's lazy. You go with that. I know there's some spikes above that price, but it's generally failed there. So call it, whoa, 380. What just happened there? 120,000 shares at 380. Maybe I'm scalping 10 cents more than once and then saying to myself, if 380 breaks, you can always get some more to the long side there. So just showing you guys level 2. I took some more shares out there in front of it. When I saw that big order, $4 still the target. Maybe we'll take some more if 380 breaks. Brendan?
I apologize in advance if you mentioned it already, but did we talk about the news behind Pixie?
Oh, no, we didn't. Apologies,
Okay,
guys.
good.
Sorry.
I wanted to mention, they registered for a SPAC, guys. So, yeah, here it is. Shift Pixie announces sponsorship of 4, in fact, SPAC offerings to come. So that's the catalyst there, if you want to call it that, for our friend Pixie.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to call it, but I'm just going to call it this. I mean, we just got that print. Like, we got 85. Like, we're long 60, guys. Ding, 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 ding. So, big time wins going on the upside here on Pixie. This is just what that is. So, we'll put the money in our pocket for now. We are out 20, 40, 60, 80, holding 20% in case we do moon. That's Pixie, guys. It's already 3:30. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a lot of fun on this show, but we have even more fun when we're winning on the morning shows. So join us tomorrow if you can as well at 8:30. Make sure you share the link, share everything, because we're really proud of what we put on for you guys, and hopefully you're able to make some money with us as well. We just took a little bit of forward there. We got 35 on that. Actually crossed up and got a half print there. So we're using dark pools now to get out, because look at all these Ds and everything printing on this. A lot of the time you'll see me take shares. We do have access here at Day Trade the World to I think it's like 70 gateways or something, including many of the dark pools. So I do like to use dark pools to get filled, and it's just one of those advantages of having all the routing options here at Day Trade the World. So unfortunately, forward, we're short at 38. I could take all day 36s here, but I really think that we can get downside to 30. I just hope the S&P can cooperate, even though this is the NASDAQ. I hope the market can come to the downside and help us out here.
Yeah, mixed result there on the second half of that Pixie. I got the 81s, was able to take some out when it spiked. The 85 was the tops, and then I just got the last out at 72 there. So it looks like maybe a quick little reversal. I thought that push would get you to $4. but not quite. So, I mean, $4 showed up on the daily chart as a bit of a resistance. I called it a little bit weak, but maybe it's a strong one. I'd play into a dip maybe if it got into like a 350 range, and certainly if it wants to retest that high, I would actually consider another short position. Just to come back to, I still have 2 other positions on Clover, which isn't really moving. 08's long, that's only 5 cents in the money. And then consolidation happening on MVIS, guys, right here at 18.20. If it breaks down, I think we're golden and we get this break of 18. If it comes back to the upside, we've at least taken some profit off. Brendo?
Robbie and Lucas having a great time, apparently, in the afternoon. Sean, your PaySafe, I just noticed there was a little news story here. Partnering with Amazon Web Services to become the cloud-based payments provider for AWS. Surprisingly, it's done nothing today.
Thanks, Brendan. You know, like
that's
what a
not
good
even
friend.
nice.
What a nice guy, Brendan. No, you're right. I mean, we saw that news earlier. Oh, Brendan, that's it. He's going to have to buy me a beer.
That's cold.
Okay, PaySafe. Yeah, when we can go out, Brendan's going to have to buy me a beer. Okay, 1384. I mean, look, I don't care. I love this name. It's amazing that it's been doing absolutely nothing since we turned over the name. So this used to be BFT. I like it. Not much to look at here, but I mean, at least worth talking about a bit. I think their earnings it's either May 5th or May 11th. I keep getting it confused, but you're going to wait for PaySafe earnings, and then that's going to tell the story. I'm just throwing darts at this name right now. We're in this. It's my largest SPAC holding, or it's not a SPAC anymore, but turned into a name. So I do like PaySafe here, and I'll just hopefully be able to fire some cannons off when that does come through. You want to talk about something else, though, guys? I mean, here we go. Let's go, Ford. So we're coming right back. I mean, we're about to be positive on the day, which I never thought we'd be able to say. Well, I mean, I did think that. I said that I'd be positive by the time we got back. But right now, guys, right here into this, I mean, we called this short up here. That's why we got out of it. Unfortunately, we had to wait until 38 to get the short because it was short sale restricted, being down 10% at one point today. And now there's the cash, man. I told you Ford could come back to this level. So there's 30. Hey, guys, I mean, whatever. I'm just going to say what's up to Brendan there for the PaySafe call. There he is. What's up, buddy? Nice hat, Brendan. But yeah, no, we're interested in this name. Look, maybe we get a 25, 26. Then we'll really be cooking with fire here, guys.
And just going to get into something in the opposite direction from what we were doing a few days ago. Pinterest is up 2.5%. Pinterest was making a consolidation right here. No, look, you're going to break this high at 67.50 before we come on the show. It then holds that a couple of times, rounds out at 68 even. I'm going to take the long on a breakout of this range. Look, Pinterest got beaten up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, but it's trying to make a comeback off that 65 range. For this trade, all I really need is to get us halfway back to the 69 area. Only just over 20 minutes to go before in the end of the show. I do still have to dodge the possibility that it's a New York stock. Maybe there's a big sell imbalance, unlikely, that comes out in Pinterest, and I'd have to get out of it. But looking for a clean break here to the upside on pins. I got 07s to the long side, takes them out quarters, takes them out 50s. If it goes any higher than that, I'll probably take them out at the close, although I think 350 there's likely to be at least a little bit of a move.
Yeah, there should be. We will go over the imbalances and see ya, Ford. Come on, baby. We are uber close right now. Oh, Uber. Yeah, we should go over to Uber again and have a quick look. So our Pixie does come out. We take it out 20, 40, 60, 80%. Our last little bit out there for flat as we break back down below. Well, for flat, I think it was a 3-cent hit there. Out at 60 on the break. I mean, I put the 60 bid. So if we got out, that's where we got out. And unfortunately, I should have got them all out up here and we would already be positive and I don't have to wait for Ford to go down just a little bit more, and then we will cash out of that one. So good trading so far over here on Ford. We'll put some more bids like 27, 28. Maybe we get lucky enough to have that on the imbalances today. I wonder if Ford's going to be a sell. I mean, it is down that 9%, so let's wait to see if that comes through. What up, Brendo?
Yeah, man, I just saw Lyft pop back up on a volume chart as well. We were busy throughout the midday and missed this, but what a move Lyft had as well. Still down 10.6%, guys, but volume coming back in. We're just breaking through a little pivot there on Lyft on volume.
Yeah, I'm going to do this one because it's not often. We'll line up the pins and knock them down. well, I'm not going to be talking about NBIS till it breaks 18, but I can talk about the Pinterest little breakout here when it took out this level. A lot of times I might be sitting in a short if I like that look. With the market roaring back here and Pinterest already beaten up, I like to go sort of counter the recent trend, which in this case is going long in Pinterest. I'll scalp spot it for another quarters, like we said. If we can get to that 50 level, fine. We are running out of time to get these winners through, so I can say, and we say this every single time. The morning show, we probably educate, I'd like to say pretty well. That's what we do. At the end of the day, we're moving so fast and we try to get as much in as we can. When I'm in something like Clover and it's not going anywhere, at some point you give up the ghost and just get out of the trade flat, because if it ain't moving, it's not worth it. I thought it could bounce off this bottom. It's gone 5 cents in the money and no more than that, and seems to be stalling out. I'll give it maybe the next like 5 minutes or so. If I come to 350 and it hasn't moved, I'm getting out whether it hits my stop or not.
Ms. V, when you have a second, I want you to come over here and tell everybody about this number here on my screen if you get a second, because I want you to just double check this. You tell everybody right here, don't tell them this number. Is that a positive or negative number?
It is positive.
Okay, there it is. So we finally got to positive at Ford, breaking right there. So thank you, Ms. V. I don't owe you a beer for that one, but maybe a Starbucks coffee. As there's Ford. Thank God we just got to positive there on the day. So we're celebrating that one as Ford comes down to 28. So a big, big, big accomplishment there, considering that we were getting smoked earlier on. So again, Ford, we hit that short, all the way in. Thank you so much to Pixie as well for this play. So that helped us get back. And also a big thank you to our friend Apple, where we wound up taking about $1.30 or $1.40 on that one. So thank God we are now positive on the day and pretty happy about it, if you can't tell. And that's kind of a, look, you're not going to be perfect every single day, but we are happy when things do work out for us. So that was a good trade, and now we can move on and hopefully find some more winners for you. Hey, I may still turn negative, right? We're not done trading. It's only 3:41, 18 more minutes to go. Let's go.
Oh, you don't give it the jinx action there. You got to celebrate a little bit. Look, you'll be fine. It's not going to turn negative.
Ford.
I mean, like positions are on. Like Ford is going to be a good one. I think. Hopefully we get this. Like we just broke 18 on NBIS, so hopefully we get some continuation there. This is a point where there's no chance I'm going to let this get back above like an 18.30. We'll lock in at least that little bit of the profit. So the 48 short has worked out for us. I can tell you that Clover is still going to be a punk at this point. I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm hating the fact that it ain't moving. That's for darn sure. Clover is not going to do much of anything for me. Some people have asked about NIO. Check that NIO. NIO heading into earnings. Well, they're selling it off. I mean, Tesla's not exactly doing too well either. When you talk about the recovery, the market came back. It was mostly the ES. I'm seeing Tesla still down at like 677. NIO's still down 5% at 39 here. Is it an ominous sign? It kind of has that feel to it. Like no one seems to want to pick this one up. Maybe NIO, if it does, let's say they disappoint today. I mean, maybe you're able to pick some up off of a clear support level at 33, 34. I mean, we're a heck of a ways away from that. That would take one heck of a move to the downside. But if you love it, you throw some bids at 35 and ask yourself if you can't get picked up. Nobody seems to want to buy it at this point, though. So I can't even say I want to go long at the bottom on NIO, even though I took a shot in Clover. I just don't like the idea here in NIO going into those earnings.
Yeah, we talked about some levels there for NIO off earnings, and yeah, it's. I don't know. I mean, I think someone asked earlier there this morning, what do we think about some bottom picks here? And I just, it's the same kind of feels. I mean, I have way better feels for Palantir, obviously, as Ford. I actually got a 26 bid there on Ford. Okay, so $35. We're almost out of Ford, just FYI on that one. So this is the levels for NIO here. We'll see. Like, I don't know. I would rather play puts into this than calls, only because if they miss and this 35 gets breached, then like I don't want to say 25, but I don't like. There's no volume here, right? Like I don't have the volume up, but it smoked through these levels, so you're not going to have a lot of trading around here, like around 30, 32, 33. So I think people may average in around here. So we'll wait to see what happens. But if NIO misses, guys. I don't know. Like we don't have that crystal ball here. I'm not going to say whether or not they're going to miss or not. But a Chinese name here, they may fluff their numbers. But I would rather. I think I'd rather. I mean, you could play put call spreads, but I would rather sort of look to the put side if you're going to ask me to put my name on something there for that call. But that's what that is. My eyes going everywhere now. I love. We talked about Facebook this morning. I said it was a little. too high on Facebook, and damn it, what a bottom. Like if we had just, this is the daily chart, but a big move up. I'm just showing you that bottom there of 150. But look at this on the daily. Oh man, we have this wick here. It's not going to be great. But what a battle back here, man. We were long early. We haven't traded it since. But what a bottom this 323 was. So we're going to look at that. Let's go Ford. Ford putting me well into the positive now. 322.93. But Facebook all the way back, guys. You want to talk about a swing trade. Like if the market's up tomorrow, this thing could be like 335, 340 tomorrow off of a great report today. So watch out for Facebook. Amazon earnings coming up, and here's Ford. This is what I'm talking about. All the way back to the downside, man. This is the rainmaker right here for me in the afternoon. We took this shares, tried to get back to positive. We did that. So hey, man. I mean, I'm feeling ways today. This has been a great afternoon.
Feeling ways, for those of you that don't know, feeling ways is feeling good. up to Brandon.
Yeah. Feeling pretty good.
Just saw this one as well, guys. Extreme Networks running into the close here. Some volume coming in to EXTR, Communication Services Company. This is 52-week high territory today after they beat expectations. I guess it was this morning they reported. Nice look, though, for EXTR up 12%.
You know, apparently all you have to do is whine and complain a little bit, and then things will start going in your favor. So that's what it was. I mean, I was complaining about Clover not going anywhere, and then here we go. It's sort of on the move off of that like $10 range. I got 08s to the long side. I mean, it would be fantastic if I had like 03, 04, 05, but I had to chase up to 8s. When we get to that quarter mark, that's where I'm looking to be able to get out. I still have 350 as a temp deadline, but it's starting to run in the money for me here. That Pixie really reversed. So I guess all it needed to come back down was me getting out of my last long trade. Brendo?
All right. A few people talking about earnings, and more earnings. Yeah, 11% of the S&P 500 reporting either this morning, aftermarket, or tomorrow morning. So lots to look at. Here we go with a few of them anyways, guys, to have a look at for tomorrow.
I never heard of anything. Oh, you know, I didn't even notice that in the middle there. Twitter on the middle right, the top right, I guess. That little logo. I didn't notice that this morning. Wow. Okay. I may have to have a look quick time right now at Twitter because that's going to be a crazy one. I'm a big shareholder of AbbVie, and Amazon's there as well. And then Neil, we haven't talked too much. You see right in the middle. Actually, good job, V. All the oil companies right there.
Exxon
right
and Chevron right there. Boom, bang.
Yeah, Phillips 66, Exxon. Yeah, so those names may be something.
Yeah, I mean, I think certainly most people are going to be focused on Amazon coming through, and I'd put them in third place, I suppose, despite all the split rumors. Either way, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a bit of a sell tomorrow. Even if they gap up tomorrow, it wouldn't surprise me if there's some sell action going into Amazon. Another one that was on that list is Microvision, right? So as much as I'm in the short position, I already told you here, guys, if it breaks to 1830, I'm just going to get out. It looks like that 18 has held. Remember where this thing is come and gone. Like, I don't know if there's a name on that board that has a chance to be more volatile than Microvision. And if it comes out good, remember the short interest here is a bit of a squeeze play to the upside there. So I just got out of Microvision when it broke that 1830. So yes, that's going to be a successful trade and we'll power up on it, but this is not what I was looking to happen, right? So we're able to scalp them up for the profit. This is why I finally said, you know, sometimes on a stock like this, just because it moved a ton in the morning or moved a ton in the last few days, doesn't mean during power hour you're going to get that massive flush. Looks like when it started to roll over and broke that 1850, enough buyers able to step up to support it here. So take from that as you will. Sterling Silver is back and he's saying pizza and beer on him, golfing tomorrow, and have a great weekend. So that's what it's all about. It's all about the pizza and beer. As long as there's no pepperoni not pepperoni. As long as there's no pineapple on the pizza, it's all good.
Yeah, I just want to show it because Sterling, thank you so much for that. You were huge for us last week. Congratulations on all your trading as well. So thank you so much, Sterling, for that. And yeah, I got your message on Twitter. Yeah, we will come and golf with you at any time as soon as we're allowed to leave our houses here. And I know that you are not Canadian, but we will definitely join you down south at some point in time. I don't know when. We're still not allowed to cross the border. Like our Blue Jays still playing in Tampa, same as the or Dunedin, I guess. Same as the Raptors. They're in Dunedin, right? Or are they in Buffalo?
Yeah, they're in Dunedin. I think they might be moving to Buffalo.
Yeah, that was the rumor. So they haven't moved yet. Vladdy, 3 bombs.
He's a monster.
Wow. I guess Mike Trout is the best player in the league, I think, right, Neil? Or is that
Always.
Where's that Fernando Tatis right now, Jr.? But yeah, Mike Trout balling as well. But anyways, okay, on to the next. Thank you so much, Sterling, for that one. Okay, so just to give you guys an update, we got a 26 on Ford. Then I was like, man, this is going to go back up. So we just got out. It's not a relevant position anymore. We cleaned this out like right here, right where we needed to, 28, 29. You guys saw us celebrate that play for sure. I did want to look at Twitter because, again, like, you know, big earnings tonight, big earnings for Twitter tonight. We've already seen the Facebook blowout today, like monster blowout for Facebook. So Twitter comes downside there, looking at that 64. It held 64, so that's going to be a key spot for everybody tomorrow. The 64 level. I mean, that's not going to be even a drop in the aspect because you know what? Tomorrow, Twitter is going to move. That is for sure. So again, I saw some people say I don't want to play options into earnings. I don't blame you, man. What you pay for the volatility on that, it's too much. But right here, look, this is what I'm talking about. It doesn't look exactly like a snowflake or anything, but Twitter right now consolidating, it doesn't have any idea what it wants to do. So the earnings will tell it what to do tomorrow. You're either going to crack, there's that 64. You're either going to crack this 63.50, 64, and then you're honestly probably heading to 59, 58. But if it's a Twitter, if it's a Facebook type of situation, then we could take this out again, man. So, let's just watch out. Now that I've seen this, I'm actually way more AMZN. That's Amazon, right? We're on New York for Twitter. That's actually more exciting to me now that I see that than an Amazon chart. But when that loads, we'll get back to it. See, Amazon already kind of, oh man, we have a bad wick there. Amazon already kind of breaking out past this 34.30. So right now, Amazon looking to take out this 355. I like Twitter as a play tomorrow. That's where I'm going to be focused.
Yeah, I mean, I just got quickly in and out of Qualcomm. Broke like 142.50. Got instantly out at 350 when the New York imbalances and NASDAQ imbalances came out. Put a stop order just in case it was a downside play. So that wicked me out for like a 15-cent hit. So right there, that's a risk of taking at 350, but it can work in your favor where you just hang on if the imbalance comes your way. I like Qualcomm's earnings, but they didn't really hold up. Pinterest is holding off at the top. It's still maintaining this breakout, but that's essentially the top wick where I got out. Those 23s in front of that 68.25. We're running out of time for this to go. So if we break back below that 68 level, we'll just have to get out of it. So Pinterest and Clover Health still on tap. Nothing I really see in the imbalance locator that's gonna matter too much, but I did want to check back in on Pixie. I know some of you guys were watching this name. Can load here. Continues that rollover. I probably should have hunted back into the short when it got through 365. At that time, I had 3 positions on and was thinking to myself, do I want to add something else? Answer should have been yes. A lot of weakness off that little failed break at the top. And that's the thing. If you have a level like this, that $4, which it doesn't quite get to, if it fails at one of these levels that gives an obvious sort of breakout, which is a successful trade, and then you have another one line up at that 380, there's still room to that $4, and then that fails with that tight of a top, 380 to that 385. A lot of times it's worth the retracement back through what was the previous high. So even if you don't get it up at 75, a lot of times the fact that it stalls out back at that 60 level can be a good entry to the short for that little VWAP trade. I usually do it. I didn't here, and I'm not kind of regretting it. I am regretting it. What am I talking about?
Well, Ivanov. Pineapple pizza only, apparently. Here.
Whoa.
Trying to get under Neil's skin there a little bit, guys. I just wanted, before I throw to Brendan just quickly here, a quick look at the imbalance locator. I know you guys like this, but there's XOM, Nokia. I have XOM up here. It caused a little bit of a move down, but nothing major. There it is if you guys want to look at that. What's up, B?
I'm going to blow Neil's mind here. Pineapple pizza with bacon on a barbecue all day. TKAT. Objection. Lots of people talking about this one. I got one for you, Neil. TKAT. There's nothing on this. It's one of the NFT names. Lots of volume, but big move to say the least. 34 to 41 here. It's starting to come off. But Takung Art, NFTs are going, guys.
Sorry, Valeria's asking me about pineapple on pizza. I'm calling up TKAT.
We're just gonna order one day. We should. Yeah, because Valeria's never had it before. We have to have it. Mac Jones is the real deal. We're already talking NFL. I already said, my wife already messaged me in the middle of the day and said, happy NFL draft day. So if anyone knows,
good luck with that Mac
reason
Jones
to love
day.
somebody, that would be that. Good luck to my Packers tonight.
Good luck with that Matt Jones pick. My call is that for all of you guys that are Philly fans and you want a wide receiver, you guys are taking a cornerback. You can take that one to the bank. That pick 12 is going to be a corner. TKAT, I was about to say, like, if this, I'm kind of hoping and praying that this stock holds this gap and then tests up to like 51, because there's no chance. Look, there is a 0% chance, 0.000 all the way into infinity, 0% chance I would ever short with 6 minutes to go. You crazy? But if this thing wants to come back into 50 after what it did the last time it got here, I just feel like that's flush city. I anticipate I'll come in tomorrow and we'll be paying like, I don't know, like 50 cents a share to be able to short TKAT, or maybe more than that if it is a gapping even higher than it is right now. So this is on the radar. I'm going to write that one down to watch in the morning. And I said I got to. It is what it is. Clover may only be 10 cents in the money, but that's 10 cents I have to take. It is 3.55. Sean and I have to be flat by the end of the day. And if it ain't going, you don't fight it. Maybe this is the kind of thing, like, it might run at 4 o'clock, because I've seen that happen before. Seems like every single time you have a consolidation like this, and I think it's going to go, it goes at 4 o'clock. But I can't wait for that, so I got to take the money here.
Yeah, no, I think the biggest mistake of the draft is going to be Cincinnati, because they're probably going to take Jamar Chase, but they should take Sewell, because Burrow needs some protection.
Can't throw a TD if you're on your ass, man.
Yeah, but I mean, they played together at LSU, so that's why that may be something there. Okay, XOM, let's just go over to Twitter. I think Twitter is the more exciting one. Twitter could report like right at 4, I believe. I think they're close to that as well. We'll see what the Jack Dorsey-led, once behemoth, I guess still is. Twitter has today still that 1% they're down. I don't think it's going to do any movement here into the close. We will see that print. I mean, if it starts going nuts, guys, we'll have it up for you. We're not leaving you guys alone there. Facebook still 330 to the high side. I don't really see too much else popping off here today. Let's just check back in on MindMed. Yeah, look, I mean, MindMed was up at one point today. Like, we tried longs on this name. We were able to take some out there as it got close to view up at that time. But, just drop. We're negative on this stock today. I just want to call it up because, we've had MindMed on, and the last couple of days on an up list to NASDAQ. New symbol, MNMD from MMEDF over on the pink sheets, but MindMed not having a good go of it the last couple of days, but it's been a monumental week for them. So if you were able to buy these shares last week, you're laughing. Even right now, I mean, 6% for this name is nothing. New technology. Let's wait to see. I'm still in this, where I'm in the money, but obviously I was thinking longer term here. Not longer term, but today I thought we could get a long, but it doesn't look like that came through. 425, we'll watch that tomorrow for MindMed.
Yeah, just looking at XOM here, I mean, it's about 1 million shares on the imbalance to the sell side, but still actually holding up in positive territory, at least for now. But I mean, it did have a big sell-off at 59.50. And now I can't even keep it together, guys. Thanks a lot.
Pizza! There you go, we got it. We got it right there.
Boom, there you go. Now I want a pizza I gotta have one.
Yeah, we take the sausage to the face there. You don't want to take that to the face too often, guys. Okay, but anyways, so we have a couple cool animations here. The one time I said that we're frying up some eggs or something, and we got that created, but okay, we got to
that one I don't get, but anyways.
Yeah, we got to focus here. Okay, or do we? I don't know. Let's see if Neo's doing anything into the close. We're both flat, and remember, guys,
they
trade the world policy. We cannot take positions overnight. So unless we're waiting for something for the close, which I'm not at this point, I'm just going to go over a couple names. Neo right now, we've already talked about that one. It does fail at 39.50. Let's just see what happens here. 38.80 into that close. It was a big day for Apple, so you guys can quickly check it. We'll check on that one. Good outs for me here. Thank God that came back, man. We actually make money on Apple, so that was a good one in the afternoon. We make money on Apple, so that was a good play there. Other than that, man, I mean, I'm going to be excited for tomorrow. Amazon, and now that I see Twitter and Neo, big names tomorrow.
Yeah, and when it comes to, someone asked about the NASDAQ imbalance locator, and there is literally nothing. I mean, Sundial was the biggest name there for like 300,000 shares, and that's a penny stock, for crying out loud. NIO is continuing to slide into the close here, so that weakness still evident as I'm looking at it, and that imbalance on Nokia is not even moving the needle at all. That's still hanging around that 465 area, so not a ton of volatility, but the good news is, I mean, you look at what the ES was able to do here. The S&P doing very well. I mean, that's the NASDAQ, but the S&P getting almost back to the absolute top before we had that little flush in the morning and managing to hold this 4,200 level going into the close. That is a fantastic sign for us. Of course, Amazon, Twitter, and some of the names out there, ExxonMobil is going to be a big one, and Chevron. So there's a lot of big names still to report, and it is the end of the week, so lots of volatility ahead tomorrow.
So only a couple more seconds left here. New York in balance here. XOM still looking. Yeah, actually XOM, when we first looked at it, it was 58.80, something like that. We'll see if that turns itself around. Procter & Gamble. None of these other names on here really going to be big for the close. I mean, Ford, we can have a quick look at Ford. We got out our last bid at 30, but we are taking back down now to 11.25. I did purchase more Ford today, right at these prices. So I'm in on Ford. I've been in on Ford for a while, and I'm going to take advantage of a 9% move downside there on Ford. That's in my RRSP account. So anybody looking for a long-term investment, I've just put Ford and averaged up. My price is better than this, but it doesn't matter. I put in the money here to Ford today. Let's see if that wants to work. With only 30 seconds to go, we'll be waiting for a couple of earnings plays.
Yes, sir, and we are going to be anticipating those. I don't know, show my chart for a quick second there because I said it, I didn't show it to you guys. Yeah, that's the difference between my chart and Sean's, right? So I had the same longs going into the bottom, picking, getting out at the bottom, and getting nothing to the upside. So that's my day on Ford today, so good looks there, Sean. We're about to close this one down. Some earnings at the bell, of course, Twitter and NIO. Ms. V is ready to drop it. That fastest 45 minutes is over already. Not drop the bell and hit it, not drop the.
Not yet. 5, 4.
No, 3, 2,
2. What? Like, this is the thing, Valeria.
She gone.
Yeah, she gone. That's the thing. Like, Valeria hits that bell. And then she gone. She out of here. So thank you, Valeria, for that. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, no, she's just right back here at her desk. But yeah, look, great day. We'll wait for some earnings. If anything comes out in the next couple seconds, we'll hit that for you. But I have Twitter up, so we're waiting for that one. It's been an absolutely fantastic day. I get in trouble if I don't shout out our production team, so give yourselves a good look there. Thank you so much, Robbie, Lucas, Maggie today, all on the ones and twos, doing big things as usual. It was been a fantastic day. And I mean, Brandon, I don't think anything's hit yet, but
I don't see anything. We can have a quick look, guys, at the overall market just to see how we wrapped up the day here. Positive after whatever on earth this morning was. 0.64 for the S&P, the Dow 0.7, the NASDAQ 0.4, all to the upside. Everything else, bit of a mix showing. Yeah, Bitcoin still struggling a little bit. Ethereum, though, back into positive territory. Oil with a big day as well, 1.7%, guys.
Oil? Somebody cooking? No, I'm just kidding. With Exxon and Chevron, why not have a big day? Hopefully those do pretty well. Chevron, that's a dividend play anyways in energy. And I don't know if that's going to be too big of a play. What an unbelievable day it is. Gain from the bottom is the word of the day if you haven't figured it out there. So congrats to anybody that managed to weather that storm, find the right names, and get back in at the lows of the day and find some conviction. I know you did, Sean. I'm sure there's some other traders out there that hopefully followed suit. Amazon out?
Amazon came out. Let's have a quick look at this. If you've never seen a stock report before, guys, hello. Amazon, big beat maybe, up breaking that level, man, 35.50. So there goes Amazon. That's that level that we talked about, breaking that high right here, 35.50. So looks like we got new all-time highs and still champion Amazon right now. 35.50, 35.560 right now. Amazon 35.64, 35.70, 35.74. Amazon, the king of the cloud. AWS must have beat. Look, I don't know where this is going to go, but you got a nice smooth move up, man. That's a hundy right there on the upside. And still 35.90, 35.95. Take your pick. 3600. There goes Amazon. Good look there, Brendo. 3610. Look, share the show, man. Hit the likes. Who else is showing you this really right now? Live level 2 action there for Amazon. Congratulations, anybody, an Amazon shareholder. I am 3620. Brendan,
the winners
Amazon
keep winning.
Going ham right now, guys.
Lose.
Congratulations, anybody along that name. Let's see if it holds it tomorrow. For Neil Roberts.
Guys, some of these numbers we'll talk about it in the morning, but some of these numbers are just mind-boggling for Amazon.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, they're mind-boggling. Good luck to everybody for the NFL draft tonight. Get some guacamole, eat healthy, eat right. We'll be back tomorrow. For Neil, for Miss V, for Brendo, I'm Sean. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening. Congrats. Amazon 3640.
See you in the morning.
Bye, guys.